Okay, yes, you have a question, please ask the question, whatever we are having. So all the material was uploaded on the group yesterday, if you have seen that. If you have seen that, it was already uploaded. कल जो दोनों चीजें थी वो slide upload हो गया था. Somebody asked me about that previous one also. I think biodiversity वो भी हो गया या coral वाला. Class PDF was not uploaded. मेरे ख्याल तो मैंने coral का कर दिया upload. एक बार check करिएगा. Maybe I forgot. But the perspective was done. Yes, क्या question पूछ रहे हैं? Anyone? If you have any questions, please ask. Then we will start the class on perspective. Yesterday we were talking about. Yeah, Dushyant is saying coral is uploaded. पूर्वी एक बार check करिए. Coral reef uploaded. Mega is saying perspective both are same. Achha, my mistake. If both are same, one was supposed to be the slide and other was this. Priyanshu is saying coral not uploaded. Purvi is saying coral and Koon uploaded. कल का PDF नहीं है, ठीक है? Some mistake, maybe I uploaded two things. So have you read it in NCERT? Because that was based from NCERT. That was based on NCERT. So I hope you have got some insight into that. Is everyone with me on this? Good morning, Ayush. Good morning to all the students who are logging in. If any questions, please let me know. So I'll check after the class. There's so much of evaluation and other things that work keeps me busy. So maybe I uploaded the wrong one. Quickly, if you have any question. If no question, then we will continue. Some basic vocabulary done, everyone? Are we comfortable with the basic vocabulary? Okay, so no more questions. Just a minute. So yes, as a question, it is in the NCERT, it is mentioned that geographical phenomena be interpreted theoretically or through historical institutional approach, as it is it that we study through school of thought. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं उसमें. Okay, so definitions memorized, everything is okay. So let us start with this. Let us start with today's class. So this doubt will be answered. Okay, one is till now we have been talking about geography. We have been doing physical geography, and there we were looking at geographical phenomena. So what is the meaning of geographical phenomena? Can I say phenomena on the surface of Earth? Phenomena on surface of Earth? Yes, so earthquake is a phenomena. Volcano is a phenomena. Landslide is a phenomena. Yes, landslide is a phenomena. What can I say? Cyclone is a phenomena. Tsunami is a phenomena. Yes, sir. So geographical phenomena. So NCERT says it is that geographical phenomena can be interpreted theoretically. So there is a theory for earthquake, volcano, and landslide. What is that theory called? What is that theory called? Plate tectonic theory. That theory is called plate tectonic theory. Is everyone with me on this? Are you with me on this? Clear? Okay. So let us move a step further. Let us move a step further in this. Then just give me a minute. Okay. Now we are saying that it can also be interpreted theoretically and through historical institutional approach. So first of all, I want to redefine once again. Geography, new definition, is the study of man, nature, phenomena on surface of Earth. Is everyone okay? Pay attention. Everything has a meaning here and simple meanings. बहुत आसान meaning बताऊंगा. ऐसा नहीं कि I'll make it unnecessarily complex and technical. We'll keep it easy. So pay attention. So are you okay with this definition? Study of man, nature, phenomena on the Earth's surface. Is this definition okay? Easy to understand? Just pay attention to this. Rest will fall in place. You don't have to worry about it. Rest will all fall in place. So study of man, nature, phenomena. It is the study of man, nature, phenomena on surface of Earth. Now, earthquake is a phenomena, volcano is a phenomena, landslide is a phenomena, cyclone is a phenomena, tsunami is a phenomena. Is it a nature phenomena or man phenomena? Is it a nature phenomena or man phenomena? So this is natural. This is natural. For very long, geography was focused. Remember, we're talking about the history of geography, story of geography, the dominant mindsets in geography, the paradigms in geography. Geography was physical geography. Physical geography studies what? Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, even soils, yes or no? Biosphere. This is what we have studied till now. Achha. Did we look for certain laws for this? Did we look for certain laws? Law of thermodynamics, causing air to evaporate and heat transfer, lithosphere, law of plate tectonics, plate tectonic theory and law, we are talking about that. Hydrosphere, we were looking at techniques in that. Soil, we were looking at what is leaching and all those things. So kuch to same hai. So we were looking at laws. We were looking at laws or theories. Laws and theories. Is everyone okay? So geographical phenomena can be interpreted theoretically. Is everyone okay with this part? Okay. But the problem is that largely this phenomena is physical, natural phenomena. जो theory बोलेगा वो होगा ही होगा. The problem comes when we start studying man-nature phenomena, in which the phenomena are man-created. Say for example, we are talking about resource exploitation. We are talking about urbanization. Is everyone okay? Resource exploitation and urbanization. Everyone, please pay attention. Please pay attention. These are also phenomena. Do they change the surface of Earth? Can I call them geography studies? This also geography studies man-nature phenomena. But do you think that these phenomena are natural phenomena? These phenomena are natural phenomena. Do you think? No, sir, they are not. They are largely human phenomena. So what have we studied till now are physical phenomena. There are human phenomena also, and there are mixed phenomena. Can I say ecology, ecosystem? Ecosystem, when we study, is it to do with biotic and abiotic both? Is everyone with me? Achha. Are there laws to urbanization? Are there laws to urbanization and resource exploitation? I want to tell you that resource exploitation is totally different in capitalistic world and it is totally different in socialistic world. Yes or no? True or not? Capitalistic world is develop technology to the extent that you can derive a lot of profit out of it, get patents, get value out of it. Yes. Socialistic is put money in those researches which will help the people more, and there should be no ownership of a patent by anyone. It should be state owned. Everything will be state owned. Yes or no? So the way resource exploitation is happening in USA, the way it is happening in Russia are two different things. The way urbanization happened in Europe, very planned urbanization for better quality of life, urbanization for industrial revolution, whatever happened in Europe, that urbanization is not happening in India and China. Our urbanization is what? More haphazard. Developed and developing. Can I say developed and developing world? There are stark differences. True or not? Are there differences between urban and rural? Everyone with me? Differences between urban and rural also? No, everyone pay attention. No, I'm not here talking about areal differentiation. Please listen to this. Geographical phenomena can be explained theoretically. Geographical phenomena can be explained theoretically, or they can be explained on the basis of historical institutional approach. Which institutions are governing this area? What is the history of this area? What kind of economy will India have? Yes, we are neither capitalist nor communist. We are somewhere in between, mixed economy. Our history. Do you understand the meaning of institutional approach, historical institutional approach? अब अगर हमें ये नहीं पता होगा, if we don't know that what is the meaning of these two words theoretically is through some theory or law. Whatever is more scientific, physical geography is more scientific. Scientific things can have their laws. Human geography, can it have the similar type of science laws like gravity? Is it possible? No, that is not possible. So NCERT ये बताना चाह रही थी. First of all, did we understand, everyone? Very important definition of geography is this: study of man-nature phenomena. But then all phenomena are not purely man, purely nature. The ones which are more towards nature, unke liye laws and theories. The ones which are more towards nature can have laws and theories. The ones which are not very distinct, there we will have to do what? Some other approaches. Capitalistic approach, Marxist approach, behavioral approach, welfare approach. Do you understand? Paradigm किसमें ज़्यादा लगेगा? Which will have more paradigms? Remember, paradigms is a solution, set of solution. So which one will have more paradigms? Humanistic geography. Human geography will बहुत सारे paradigms होंगे. और उसमें तो एक ही है. Physical geography, plate tectonic theory. Until and unless anomalies increase. Remember the structure of scientific revolution. First you have a paradigm, you have a belief, you have a hypothesis, you have a testing mechanism, you're explaining and solving all problems using that. A few are left, those are called anomalies. If the number of anomalies keep on increasing, as you would have seen in the slide yesterday, then what will happen? There is a need for revolution, but people will oppose it. People will say no, status quo. But then a set of new thinkers will come and they will say no, we have a new one, and then revolution will happen. So existing theses will come, and again synthesis and a new thesis will happen. This is what was the idea of Kuhn about scientific revolutions. But here we had a word which was theoretical and other word is historical institutional approach. समझ में आ गया? Historical institutional approach का मतलब क्या होता है? जो हमारे history है, institution है, political institution, economic institution, socio-cultural institution, then we start explaining by that. So I have an issue with such questions. After talking so many things about that, is it fair to ask me ज्योग्राफी इज अ फील्ड स्टडी इन इंटीग्रेटिव, एम्पेरिकल एंड प्रैक्टिकल। और ये मनीष ही पूछ सकते हैं क्योंकि मनीष को रटना है आंसर। मनीष टेलीग्राम पे पड़े हुए हैं आंसर, टेलीग्राम पे पड़े हुए हैं ये आंसर, ठीक है? तुमको आंसर रटना है। मैं इस गेम में इंटरेस्टिंग हूँ, आंसर लिख दो तो ज्यादा बढ़िया है। एवरीवन टेल मी मैथ्स सम्स you solve them, then only you get them or not? Yes or no? Or do you tell the teacher, please solve sir 2 plus 2, please elaborate, it is in NCERT? अरे यार, it is an empirical का मतलब first observes, empirical मतलब ऑब्जर्व करता है ना, ज्योग्राफी ऑब्जर्व करता है नहीं करता है? डू वी ऑब्जर्व मेनी साइक्लोन्स, देयर ट्रैक्स एंड देन कम टू समथिंग लॉ? प्रैक्टिकल क्या ज्योग्राफी अप्लाई होता है? कह रहे सर इसको इलैबोरेट कर दो, ये एनसीईआरटी में कर देंगे। आई एम आस्किंग, हम एग्जाम क्यों दे रहे हैं? व्हाई आर वी गिविंग एग्जामिनेशन इफ वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज एम्पिरिकल एंड व्हाट इज प्रैक्टिकल? हाँ, इसमें एक काम किया जा सकता है। इन द पोस्ट मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड आफ्टर द Hartshorne-Schaefer debate, it was clear that geography has to have quantification if it has to be science. Therefore, empiricism was adopted. ये भी मैं बता सकता हूँ, ऐसे लिखवा रहे टीचर। These are the dictations being given and this is what is happening. तो almost every class I come to the conclusion कि मनीष जो है सिर्फ इकट्ठा करना चाहता हूँ, मैं हर बार मना करता हूँ, मैं क्लास पे फोकस कर लेता हूँ, बट डाउट लेना तो मैंने बता दिया। Everyone, can you write empirical geography is an empirical subject? Geography is empirical, can you write? Is it very difficult? Geography is empirical, पहले ऑब्जर्व करता है फिर लॉ बनाता है। एम्पेरिकल तो स्कूल में पढ़ा। Geography is practical, remember applied geomorphology, applied climatology, yes. Geography deals with urban problems of waste management. Geography deals with both physical and human themes, integrates them. Geography involves science plus humanities, true. लेकिन अगर ये आंसर ऐसे लिखवा दिया जाए, the Hartshorne-Schaefer debate demanded quantification in and it has empiricism was adopted, यही तो सुनना चाहते हो मनीष, यही तो लिखना चाहते हो, क्योंकि बाद में कहोगे टीचर तो नोट्स नहीं देता है। बेटा बिना समझे बहुत सारे बच्चे रेडीमेड छाप रहे हैं, रेडीमेड आंसर में ऐसे लिख कर आ जाते हैं, और ये गलत भी है, ये मैं बता रहा हूँ, ये गलत, ठीक है? तो पहले समझ ले मनीष, फिर आप कहते हो मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। एवरीवन, शुड आई अग्री विद दिस कि समवन हु इज अ ग्रेजुएट हु कह रहा है एम्पिरिकल और प्रैक्टिकल नहीं पता है, इंटीग्रेटिव एक बार को हटा दिया। एवरीवन टेल मी, एम्पिरिकल, इज दिस अ वर्ड दैट यू कम अक्रॉस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम? Is this a word that you come across for the first time? Empirical, something which is empirical based on observation. Observation मतलब खेत में जाके एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, एक तोड़ा, दो तोड़ा, तीन तोड़ा, चार पौधा तोड़ा, सब में पाया there is a disease, so this area is this thing by disease, that is called empirical field observation. पता नहीं ना? Yes, so that is what we are talking about, empirical. So दिव्यांशु कह रहे not an idea. दिव्यांशु क्या बैकग्राउंड है बच्चे? मेरे को तो ये नहीं समझ में, empirical word, प्रैक्टिकल भी दिव्यांशु ये भी कह सकते हो, no idea. नो आइडिया। अच्छा, इंटीग्रेटिव दिव्यांशु, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इंटीग्रेटिव? नो आइडिया। इंटीग्रेटिव, नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, कोई आइडिया नहीं कि ज्योग्राफी इंटीग्रेट करता है, एसिमिलेट करता है द सब्जेक्ट। ज्योग्राफी एम्पिरिकल है, ज्योग्राफी प्रैक्टिकल। अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग एवरीवन, इफ एनसीईआरटी सेज दिस, नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ विल इट नॉट शो दैट इट इज इंटीग्रेटिव, एम्पिरिकल एंड प्रैक्टिकल? आगे पीछे एक लाइन में बताएगा या नहीं बताएगा? ढूंढ लो। इफ ज्योग्राफी राइट्स दैट इट इज इंटीग्रेटिव, एम्पिरिकल, प्रैक्टिकल, आगे बताएगा। सौरभ कह रहे सर आगे एग्जाम्पल भी दिया हुआ है वहां पर। डू यू नो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? फिर से मैं बता रहा हूँ, आई हैव सीरियस डाउट्स कि इन लोगों ने फाउंडेशन भी किया, इन लोगों ने, आई हैव सीरियस डाउट्स वेदर दे हैव डन द फाउंडेशन ऑफ जीसी लियोंग वेयर वी टॉट यू हाउ टू रीड। हमने कहा ना मैं रीडिंग भी नहीं आती है। एवरीवन, एनीवे द डाउट वाज टेकन, डाउट लेना हमारा काम। सो ज्योग्राफी इज इंटीग्रेटिव एंड वी विल लुक एट दैट फर्दर, और भी देखेंगे, ठीक है? यहां तक मुझे समझ में आता है। इस डाउट का मतलब क्या? ज्योग्राफिकल फिनोमेना, थ्योरेटिकल एंड हिस्टोरिकल इंस्टीट्यूशनल अप्रोच। आपको नहीं पता भाई, यू आर नॉट सपोज्ड टू नो दैट, आई एम सपोज्ड टू मेक इट इजी फॉर यू। समबडी से सर एम्पिरिकल और प्रैक्टिकल बता दो, और कह तो रहा हूं एवरी बुक विल हैव, दैट इज व्हाई आई ऑलवेज से दैट व्हेन यू आस्क मी अ क्वेश्चन, टेक द होल पैरा, उस पैरा को जरूर पढ़िए, द आंसर विल बी देयर। चलिए, लेट अस कंटिन्यू विद द क्लास। सो कल जो कराया था, आई होप यू हैव रेड द बुक। If you have read the book, please apply yourself in at least getting the basic words तो ले लीजिए। और अगर नहीं पता एम्पिरिकल तो आज पता चल गया कि नहीं, ये बता दो जल्दी से। Is the word empirical clear to all? वो not an idea वालों को भी। Is the word theoretical clear to all? मनीष, लास्ट था आपका डाउट, मैंने ले लिया, ठीक है? आगे से अगर आप प्रॉपर तरीके से क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे दैट विल बी बेटर. आई हैव अ रिक्वेस्ट. सो समटाइम मीनिंग डिफर एज पर सब्जेक्ट. कितने सब्जेक्ट आप जानते हो मनीष? ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है और ये मेरा सैड इशू है कि ऐसा बहाना मत मारो. सब्जेक्ट टू सब्जेक्ट चेंज करता है. मैं तो सर आप जानते ही हो बहुत चीजों का ज्ञाता हूँ. प्रैक्टिकल का मतलब प्रैक्टिकल रहता है चाचा, एम्पेरिकल का एम्पेरिकल ही रहता है सर. देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नो डिफरेंस इन दैट. इंटीग्रेटिव भी यही रहता है. सो इनफ. अब मैंने कहा ना पिछली बार भी एक बार आई वाज फोर्स्ड टू से कि बस क्वेश्चन के लिए कर रहा है. रियली थॉट कि नहीं यार ऐसे अच्छा नहीं कर रहा होगा, बट इट्स अ सैड थिंग. भाई आप उससे बिल्कुल चेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं, है ना. और आपको रटना है वो आप रटेंगे. इन द एंड वी विल नो द पर्सपेक्टिव इन ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी. वी आर हियर. आज किस पे बात करेंगे? डाइकोटमी और डुअलिज्म पे बात करेंगे. ठीक है. इवोल्यूशन हमारा चल ही रहा है. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट? इवोल्यूशन. दो आंसर भी लिखने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक है. आज फाउंडेशन है. सो लेट अस लर्न टू प्रोबब्ली क्रिएट सम आंसर्स आल्सो. ठीक है. कोशिश करेंगे. लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस प्रोसेस. सो इवोल्यूशन पे शुरू करता हूं. डू वी नो व्हाट इज पैराडाइम? जल्दी से बताइए पैराडाइम क्या था? पर्सपेक्टिव नहीं लिखवाया था, स्लाइड में दिया हुआ है. व्हाट इज? इट इज अ सेट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन. एक्सेप्टेड सॉल्यूशन. एक्सेप्टेड सॉल्यूशन. यस. सो that is there. A dominant paradigm is there. So tell me, everyone, since childhood, did you have a paradigm in life? Or was there a stage that you were not bothered by these words called paradigms and whatever? ऐसा भी था? Yes, sir. सच में there was no paradigm. There was no paradigm. It is only that we start developing when we start growing up. They tell us that we have a religion. Yes. So before the examination, you are afraid. So you are told, look up in the sky. ये वाले God, ये वाले God, ये वाले God. Yes, no. So we have multiple gods. एक paradigm बन गया कि नहीं बन गया? About food, vegetarian, non-vegetarian food. एक paradigm बना या नहीं बना? No, non-vegetarian is not good. We should not have it. No, non-vegetarian is okay. I have no issues. No, vegetarian food is the only food. Perfectly okay. Can I say, did you also get a paradigm of gender? Boys, girls, did we get that paradigm? Millennium. Was it with us when we were born? Was it with us when we were born? No, it was not there. So, can I say, there can be a non-paradigmatic phase of our life? Yes. So in that phase, what were you doing? So you did not have a religion. But parents said, okay, bow down. ये भगवान है, ये elder है, bow down. Did we follow them or not? We just followed them. No conscious effort to develop. No conscious effort. No fixed paradigms. No conscious effort to develop any. Do you agree? So you were not trying to have paradigms. अभी जबरदस्ती यूपीएससी की प्रिपरेशन में हर चीज में पैराडाइम. सर अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट का अलग अलग मीनिंग होता है एम्पेरिकल में. फालतू का पैराडाइम. अभी बच्चे हो, बच्चे रहें तो ज्यादा अच्छा है. ठीक है. इफ वी स्टार्ट, कुछ बच्चे होते हैं ना बचपन में ऐसे बुढ़ापा टाइप बात करने लगते हैं, तो अगर वो बचपन में करें तो बहुत मजा नहीं आता. सो वी वर नॉट हैविंग अ पैराडाइम. अच्छा, व्हाई डिडंट वी हैव अ पैराडाइम? व्हाई डिडंट वी हैव अ पैराडाइम व्हेन वी वर किड्स? Because our knowledge and awareness was limited. Yes or no? We did not know why do we have to go to the temple and bow down. But जाना है, bow down. And if I did not bow down, my father said, okay, I'll give you a toffee if you bow down. So we were very animal at that time. Lalich milta tha. Yes or no? Gift was there. Or sometimes punishment. No, you're not good. I'll not love you if you don't bow down. True or not? So that was the time when I would say knowledge remained. Knowledge was limited and undifferentiated. Undifferentiated means no branches of knowledge. Today we have physics, chemistry, biology. Do we have or not? Do we sometimes say that a good economist need not be a politician and a good politician need not be an economist? So politics and economics don't go together. Politics is more populist. Economists goes by rules. True or not? We were seeing this problem happening in case of Raghuram Rajan. Remember, former RBI governor. So they said he's good as an economist, but he doesn't understand the politics of it and other things. True or not? So you just can't go by the rules. इस बैंक्स को कुछ भी छूट नहीं दे रहा है, वो छूट तो देना चाहिए. We have to go by welfare also. True or not? So today we have politics and economics. But have you heard of someone like Chanakya? चाणक्य सब चीजों पे बोल रहा है, हर चीजों पे. इतना व्हाट्सएप पे यही आता है कि चाणक्य ने बोला है. ट्रू और नॉट? बोला नहीं बोला इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. आधे चाणक्य तो ऐसे ही घूम रहे. हाफ ऑफ देम आर यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स हु आर गिविंग ऑल दैट ज्ञान. ये तो अलग अलग तरीके से. हाफ ऑफ देम हैव गॉट इट रॉन्ग और वहीं से उठा उठा के डाल रहे. सो व्हेन देयर इज नो ब्रांचिंग ऑफ नॉलेज, विल यू हैव पैराडाइम्स? नो. यस सर. बट टुडे वी कैन सी some roots of modern day paradigms. I would call it unintentional. We are doing reverse engineering and we said this guy is father of geography. Remember? Did we do that or not? So when we are saying perspectives in human geography, that's okay. Perspectives in human geography is okay. But there was a phase where geography and everything, the study was very, very primitive. The study was very, very primitive. It was non-paradigmatic. Okay. Again saying, bhai, फिर से हाथ खड़ा कर दोगे, that will not be fair if you say, sir, I've never heard what is conscious effort. I don't know what is undifferentiated. I don't know the roots of modern day. Can I expect this much English? कर सकता हूँ बिल्कुल कह दोगे यार आप एनसीईआरटी पढ़ने के बाद तो सर ये तो कभी सुना ही नहीं तो वर्ड ही नहीं सुना अनडिफरेंशिएटेड तो अभी बता दीजिए जो पूछना पूछते जाओ यू नो सम ऑफ यू विल बी बिल्कुल यू नो लाइक मुन्ना सर लॉलीपॉप दीजिए आई विल बी डूइंग दैट फाउंडेशन क्लास चल रहा है वो भी कर देंगे बट एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट पीपल हु थिंक दैट दे हैव नो अंडरस्टैंडिंग दे आर नॉट चैलेंजिंग देयर माइंड अगर आपको ये ट्रायंगल नहीं दिख रहा है इफ यू डोंट सी दिस एज ट्रायंगल नो सर हाउ कैन दिस बी ट्रायंगल आई हैव नेवर सीन अ ट्रायंगल लाइक दैट दिस इज इम्पॉसिबल सर then that is what you're saying. You are not allowing your brain to fill up the gaps. And I want to tell you, UPSC statement number 1, statement number 2, statement number 3 comes from here. This is given in the books. This is given in the teachers' lectures. This is given in the newspaper. And the statement comes 1, 2, 3, and you're confused. I have never read this. और ये लोग क्या हो जाएंगे? They will fail in the exam. But a person who has read books, attended classes, and reading the newspaper, they say, based on this statement is correct. Based on this statement is correct. Based on this statement is correct. In fact, this is a fusion of these two. True or not? Yes or no? मुझे एक बात बताइए, everyone. Tell me one thing. When I was a kid, I was taught addition and subtraction. But when I grew up, they taught me multiplication, in which I had to do addition and subtraction also. Yes or no? Can I say this was a univariate exercise? This was a multivariate exercise. Sir, I've never heard multivariate, univariate, sir. That is why, sir, I'm very afraid. If anyone has never heard univariate, from my example, he will understand one dimension only. Univariable. Multivariate means 2 to 3 dimensional issues. Yes or no? Then क्या आया? Division. उसके बाद क्या आया? Remember fractions. Algebra चाह रहा हूँ ना? So did it require you to do multiple operations at a time? True or not? When you reached higher studies, when you were doing speed, time, distance, trigonometry, differentiation, integration, were you immediately struck and were you doing those connections or not? तो यहाँ आकर मुन्ना क्यों बन रहे हो? Why are you saying that I have never heard univariate when the sentence is saying that from simple one variable we have come to multiple complex variable studies and they call it multivariate? That is why foundation is needed. That is why to call your bluff. इसको आप कहते मुझे तो कुछ आता नहीं and then यहाँ पर टीचर आकर क्या कहेगा? यहाँ पर लिखेगा in the quantitative era. The lingua franca of the subject became mathematics and geometry. तालियां भाई साहब, इस पे तालियां बज जाएंगी, एकदम तालियां. और फिर क्या होता है? रट ले भाई, इसी का समझ आता है मुझे. Quantitative era, lingua franca became mathematics and geometry. सिर्फ ये कहना चाह रहा है, when we were post 1950s, when we were making theories, we were making mathematical laws and theories. Lingua franca of geography became mathematics and geometry. It was a true interdisciplinary phase. How is it interdisciplinary? हमने ज्योमेट्री से मॉडल उठाया था, इसलिए ज्योमेट्री और हमारा जोड़ आ गया, इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी हो गया, क्योंकि दो डिसिप्लिन को जोड़ के बना. It was an integrative phase. This is English. They're playing with English, and you want me to also come into this. And the sad part is, you will like, sir, I've never heard integrative. भाई अब आज सुन ले, कोई दिक्कत ना है, जब समझ आ जाए, जब जागो तभी सवेरा होता है भाई. होता है कि नहीं होता है? Is everyone okay? So I hope you will apply this faculty. और यहाँ पे सबके पास ब्रेन है, यहाँ पे सबके पास. दिस इज कॉल्ड योर इन्फरेंस. ये भी बता दूं आपको, सीसेट में भी आता है ना, सबसे ज्यादा स्टिकी क्वेश्चन, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. व्हाट कैन बी इन्फर्ड आउट ऑफ द पैराग्राफ? वही व्हाट इज इन्फरेंस, व्हाट इज नॉट सेड. बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत सारी चीजें बहुत क्लियर बताता हूँ, वो इन्फरेंस तक नहीं लेते यार. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप इशारा करते हैं, जैसे कहते हैं ना, समझदार को इशारा काफी. दैट इज इन्फरेंस, दैट इज रीडिंग इन बिटवीन लाइन्स. फिर उतने शब्दों में बोल दो, फिर भी यार नहीं करेगा, तब बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाती है. तब फिर क्या बोलो, फाइनली हाथ खड़े कर दो कि भाई बता देना रूट ऑफ मॉडर्न डे अनडिफरेंशिएटेड. ये भी कराएंगे. और क्यों कराएंगे? बेस्ट तो ये है, सी देयर आर four amazing teachers who are teaching something. So one teacher takes the student to this level, then to this level, then to this level, then to this level. All four are very happy, they complement each other. Yes or no? But अभी क्या है, one teacher wants to take the student to this level, दूसरा वाला पॉपुलिस्ट मसाला बेच रहा है, दबा के मसाला, सबको मसाला पसंद आ रहा है. So ये टीचर सोचता है क्या करूं यार. Then he says नहीं बच्चों, और ऊपर जाओ. फिर और ऊपर जाते हैं तो और भी कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ मसाला पार्टी is left. So then what does this teacher do? Okay, let me go for 7th class NCERT MCQs, free classes. Who's controlling the education? Who's controlling the learning? Who's controlling this? You. What you demand? What you demand out of me, Mr. Sachin Arora, and what you demand out of you? Yes, sir. So अभी मैं चाहता हूँ have that confidence right in the beginning of human geography. Everyone, I want everyone to take this oath. If I write in the beginning of human geography, I will understand what the book is saying. I'll understand what the sentence means. I will understand because it is English. Is everyone okay? When needed, I will use words also, but I want everyone to take a oath. यार ये क्या है? समझना ही तो है. Why is the country polluted? Urban models. अरे यार, I understand कि भाई इसका मतलब है ना कुछ. This means this, and what I understand is okay. Your English is fine. Your English is fine. So please, जो English है वो समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा. And wherever technical is there, I am supposed to make it easy. That is why this foundation has been kept. Unnecessarily myths which have been spread about human geography. Human geography is difficult. Human geography is that and all that. Human geography curriculum. अभी आपका खत्म किया. जो पिछले बैच का curriculum था, 2 बच्चे अभी इंटरव्यू दे रहे हैं. उनमें एक बच्चा ऑलरेडी फॉरेस्ट में सिलेक्टेड है. 2 स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी. इनफैक्ट 3 ऑफ देम, एक फॉरेस्ट के बाद उसने वो इस बार मेंस नहीं दिया बिकॉज़ फॉरेस्ट में कुछ हुआ गया था कि दे डिड नॉट अलाउ फॉरेस्ट पीपल टू गिव मेंस, बट वन ऑफ देम मैनेज्ड. सो 3 ऑफ देम पिछले ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी से दे आर गिविंग दिस. आई एम नॉट हियर. मैंने सुबह भी मॉर्निंग में किसी ने मैसेज भेजा था जीएस में आई डिड सम एजुकेटर्स क्लास ऑन फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी. बहुत समझ नहीं आया. क्वेश्चन तो बनते ही नहीं, मेंस के आंसर भी नहीं बन पाते. सो व्हाट आई एम इनवाइटिंग यू इनटू इज दैट देयर इज नथिंग गुड और बैड एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर नॉट देयर. So I'm inviting you to come into the picture and first of all get rid of the fear of human geography, the language of it. It is English. It is simple English. Do we get that? Wherever it is tough, we will break it down to simple English. Non-paradigmatic phase. ठीक है? तो क्या मैं इस non-paradigmatic phase में किसको डालूं? Can I say the Greek times were like this? Greek times. Can I call them non-paradigmatic? Romans also. So what were they doing then? If they were not having a paradigm, then what were they doing? Quickly, if they did not have a paradigm, what were these Greeks and Romans doing? सोच के बताइए मुझे. Simply recording. Very good, Himansha. They were observing. Can I say empirical? Observing. Whatever they were observing, they were writing it down. Writing what they explored, true or not? Observing and writing. And were they scientific in their writing? Were they explaining many things? No, they were mostly descriptions. Yes, with some primitive explanation. Maybe right, may not be right, true or not. Is everyone okay? अच्छा, कौन है ग्रीक में? थोड़ा सा नाम फिर से बता दूं. कल मैंने आपको बताया था. You remember some names? क्या नाम था पोएट का? होमर. Then who was this? Hecataeus. Homer and Hecataeus, yeah. Homer and Hecataeus. अच्छा, इंटरेस्टिंगली आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. There is a person, Eratosthenes. ठीक है. हाँ, हेरोडोटस भी था. चलो हेरोडोटस भी ले लेते हैं. हेरोडोटस coined the term geography. ठीक है. अब एक बात बताओ, ये तो फादर बनना चाहिए कि नहीं? बाकी तो बच्चे का नाम रखता है. Who gives the name to the child? जल्दी से बताओ. Listen यार, ये फादर है. One more father. Big tension, no? When you don't have the father issue stays the biggest problem. We said this fellow is father of geography. Done. Why? Because he named it. True. But Homer भी तो था. इसको हमने Greek geography का father बना दिया. Greek geography, father of Greek geography. True. But Hecataeus भी तो था. Hecataeus was also father, yes or no? हाँ, father तो था. हमने इसको किया father of ancient geography. ठीक है. Father of Greek geography, father of ancient geography, we have found father. ठीक है. And I want to tell you, 2 more fathers have to come. अभी खत्म मत करें, और भी आएंगे. So इसलिए ऐसे नहीं कि पिताजी में एकदम से तुम्हारा दिल आ गया. Is everyone okay? Eratosthenes. He was into astronomy. He was a great scholar of his time. And people who were great scholars of their time, they used to get a very important post, librarian of the library in Alexandria, Egypt. Mein, this place was supposed to have all knowledge, all books there. So he was there. So Eratosthenes was the one who first person to correctly measure तो नहीं कहूँगा, compute Earth's circumference. Indirect method, you cannot. Why? Imagine Egyptian times. So many centuries before Christ. There is a person indirectly from celestial observations. He makes calculation that Earth must be having such a circumference. Important. Okay? Similarly, we have another one. His name is Homer is there. Hecataeus याद करना, Herodotus, Eratosthenes, and Hipparchus. देखिए भाई, यश ने अभी लिखा है कून। कून की तो आपको डेट भी पता है ना, सबको कून की डेट पता है। 1950s में छपा था, 60s में, और हम कब बात कर रहे हैं? 6th सेंचुरी BC, और यश बोल रहा है कून। यश बेटा होश में तो रहो, मॉडर्न को मारो गोली में। ये तो आज का है, अभी पोस्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर 2, पोस्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर 2, और हम बात कर रहे हैं एंशिएंट, जब साइंस भी डेवलप नहीं है, और फिर बाद में बोलेगा सर समझ नहीं आ रहा, अभी होश में तो रहो। ट्रू और नॉट? आई एम टॉकिंग दैट बिकॉज ऑफ सत्याग्रह गांधी हैड टू गो टू द जेल, एंड यू वंडरिंग क्या कह रहे, राहुल गांधी वेंट टू जेल व्हेन? अभी सत्याग्रह गांधी, एटलीस्ट गेट टू नो व्हिच गांधी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। ट्रू और नॉट? और फिर बाद में ऐसे मासूम से डाउट पूछेगा, सर ये एराटोस्थेनीस कौन था? प्लीज समझो तो सही यार, एंशिएंट लिखा है, नॉन पैराडाइमेटिक। आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ नॉन पैराडाइमेटिक। कैन कून कम इन दिस? एवरीवन, कैन कून कम इन दिस? इतना तो यार प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड रखो यार, प्लीज डोंट ब्रिंग कून इन दिस। होश होश में रहो। हिपार्चस ने क्या किया? लैटिट्यूड लॉन्गिट्यूड्स बनाना शुरू किया। ही मेड मैप्स। he made maps, so maps भी चल रहा है। so can I say ये descriptions भी कर रहे थे, और cartography, can I say cartography? They were making maps, ये तो माना जाएगा, this is geography, yes or no? Description of earth, this is also there. Can I say some measurements, calculation, geodesy? so ये क्या होता है? earth measurement of earth, geodesy. Can I say this everyone? No paradigm, but they are doing that. They are observing, they are describing, they are mapping things, they are doing geodesy, but there is no paradigm. Paradigm means there is a viewpoint that ऐसा होता है, वैसा होता है. In fact, if you ask me, if you seriously ask me, sir, कुछ तो एक popular belief होगा. I have a popular belief. Number one, earth is at the center, geocentric था, ठीक है? Number two, nature is more powerful than man. True with me on this? They were studying physical geography or human geography? Physical geography phenomena. They were analyzing or description? Describing what? Regions. Were they making laws or describing regions? Describing regions. Achha. Geocentric determinism, physical geography, describing regions. Can I say this is an old thought? Yes. Historical institutional approach. Is it an old approach or a new approach? Institutional is a new approach. True or not? So that is what I want everyone to understand. Do we get that? Chale, I want you to see these three paradigms of the modern. What are these? Isko padhenge, and then I'll join you. Quickly, have a look. So first approach was carried over from the ancient, medieval and classical period is the exploration approach. जो हमारी first approach है, ancient, medieval, classical is exploration was the major activity. Geography through most of the 19th century. So up to 19th century क्या आ गया? Exploration. Is everyone okay with the first idea? Can I say non-paradigmatic? We were non-paradigmatic. Ancient समझ में आ गया? Ancient. How do I know about all these ancient people that all this happened? Anyone? How do I know that? There's a famous name. I want to add. Greek meaning Roman. I want to add to Roman. दो Roman scholars हैं हमारे पास. 1st century BC, 1st century AD. Strabo and Ptolemy. चलेगा? दो नाम दिए. अभी तक कितने नाम आए आपके पास? How many names have come? Homer, Hecataeus, Herodotus, Eratosthenes, Hipparchus. Is it okay? Kuhn you already know. Difficult names or okay, manageable? You know their stories. Homer was a poet, Hecataeus was a writer, Herodotus was a historian, Eratosthenes, learned man from the library, father of geography, Hipparchus, latitude, longitude, maps, he was creating that, all those things. True? खत्म, इतने नहीं, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. And what was this? Paradigmatic, non-paradigmatic? Non-paradigmatic. There is no time. What are we doing? We are just developing. We are just looking at curious thing. No fixed paradigm. No conscious effort. कुछ नहीं है. But हाँ, दुनिया explore कर रहे हैं. We are getting to know new things. Is everyone okay? Tell me one thing. You are also exploring civil services, aren't you? Aren't you people exploring civil services? When you come across new subjects, honestly tell me, if you're a science student, you read humanities for the first time, polity, history, geography, did you like it or not? True. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. अच्छा ये इससे होता है, उससे होता है, तो there is a lot of exploration. Do you have your laws? अभी idea नहीं बने. I think the editorial of the newspaper has an ideology, but you people are still in that pre-paradigmatic phase. With time, you will develop a paradigm. Yes, sir. Some people develop a paradigm. UPSC is unpredictable public service commission. That's a paradigm. Is it a paradigm or not? Yes. So I'm saying people will develop that. Let's not get into that. कल किसी ने कहा, sir, my friends told me geography is very difficult. Paradigm. No, paradigm is right or wrong, I don't know. Viewpoint है. Paradigm तो बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है. Paradigm is something where the entire scientific community, all the people of that time agree on a paradigm. Paradigm is that accepted set of solutions. अगर छोटा मोटा viewpoint तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. Yes or no? Some people started spreading rumor that 2 consecutive floods in Kerala because they eat beef. Paradigm है. Paradigm है या viewpoint है? Is it a paradigm or just a viewpoint? Just a viewpoint. Many people can have whatever we are looking at. True or not? So if you don't clear the examination, then that means you have bagged karma. तुम पापी हो, तभी पास नहीं हो. That's a viewpoint, nonsense viewpoint. You would have put in your hard work, but because of some mistake नहीं हो पाया. Possible or not? चलिए ठीक है. So अब हम आते हैं Strabo पर. Strabo is an amazing guy. He compiled everything, compiled all Greek knowledge in his 17-volume books called Geographica. या Geography या Geographica something. Do you get that? So you don't have to remember this book अभी तो, ठीक है? मेन कोर्स में अभी मैं मटेरियल में डाल दूंगा, बुक का नाम वहां से ले लेना, ठीक है? All Greek knowledge. All knowledge means all Greek knowledge, all places, all tribes, all roots, everything. सब कर दिया उसने एक ही बुक में, 18 volumes. It's like an encyclopedia of the Greek world. Do we get that? Encyclopedia of the Greek world. Now my question to all of you is, would such a book be of any use to anyone? Encyclopedia. Will it be of use to anyone? Would that be of use to anyone? Absolutely not. It is like Wikipedia. You don't realize it. This is of great use to the king and his armies. You are thinking of a UPSC aspirant. King and his armies. Make sense? True or not? Ptolemy wrote a book in which he had made latitude, longitude of all known places, tables of location of all known places. सब कुछ था उसके पास. He worked into astronomy also, map making also. He made the world map of that time. So world map of that time was what? I hope you can understand. मैं map भी बता देता हूँ आपको कैसा होता था. map कुछ ऐसा होता था. ये एक गोल है. The tradition was that Earth is disc shaped. Earth is a disc, and this was the map of the world. ये बना है. No, not your map. This is Tetra Bane. What is Tetra Bane? Sri Lanka. This was Sina. Sina was China. China was the end of it. Sri Lanka was this. थोड़ा सा ही था और यहाँ पे Sahara desert was इतना सा. This was the map of the world. Imagine. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Wrong. He said no. But abhi I am not done. There are some more places which are yet to be discovered. They are called terra incognita. Terra incognita. Terra incognita. You don't know them, but they are there. Terra means land unknown. And you must go there. Why? You must go there because you will find El Dorado over there. What is El Dorado? You will find hidden gold over there. It is like invitation. Go, travel, trade, find out. Don't get out. नहीं दुनिया ढूंढ के लाओ. El Dorado, city of gold. Places terra incognita. इतना अच्छा है, सब कुछ चल रहा है. Somebody said सर बहुत boring होता है. अरे कुछ भी नहीं. Non-paradigmatic phase. We are looking at history of the world, how knowledge is coming, and which subject are they specialists in? No subject यार. The knowledge was so limited. आप हर चीज के expert है. You are an expert of almost every subject. Is everyone with me? Are you with me? Clear? Will it be of any use? Will this be of any use? Will this be of any use? Yes, in navigation. Perfect. So हमने क्या रखा? क्या पैराडाइम है पहले लोगों का? सबसे पहला क्या है? First approach was all about exploration. Recognize that geography. Can I say this was the time geography was non-paradigmatic? This was the time geography was descriptive. This was the time geography was regional studies, studying the regions of the world. Agreed with me on this? Everyone, are you with me on this? Okay. No, I keep on writing certain things. And suppose everyone, I erase it. आप तो लिख नहीं पाए. You thought that you will get to download this slide. अब तुम erase हो गया कि नहीं permanently? It is gone. Loss or not? The way is saying मैंने लिख लिया, but does it happen? Sometimes the teacher erases everything. True. सब लोग टेंशन में मैंने लिख लिया नहीं लिया. अरे हाँ या ना बोलो. I'm asking you a question. 14 centuries work. A work collected over 14 centuries. A work collected over 14 centuries was destroyed, erased, due to the rise of orthodoxy in the Christian church. Second to 7th century AD, called the Dark Ages of Europe and geography in general. सब बढ़ा दिया. जब भी रिलीजन आएगा, धर्म को करना है, अखंड क्रिस्तान करना है. They wanted to make अखंड Christian world. They said that all knowledge that you have gathered, वो तो पहले ही थी. कहां पर थी? बाइबल में थी. जो भी आज आप जानते हो तो पहले बाइबल में थी. Whatever you know today was there in Bible. I feel, I hear such things today also. Only thing is Bible हट गया, वो पहले थी. Yes. Things in Bible. So you're talking about how did the earth evolve and all that. Whatever is Bible, only what is there is correct. They said, how did this thing, earth and the world evolve? They said there was a big flood. Yes, biblical flood 5,000 years ago. 5,000 years ago, there was a big flood. ठीक है? उस फ्लड में, have you heard of Noah's Ark? Yes, no? उस फ्लड में एक बोट बनाई गई. उस बोट पे सबके दो स्पेसिमेन रख लिए गए. Have you heard of this? वो देखो हिमांशा, एडम एंड ईव. ये वो हैं जिन्हें उसका भी नहीं पता है. एडम एंड ईव वो ऊपर थे हेवन में. हेवन की बात नहीं, पृथ्वी की बात, पृथ्वी की संरचना. एडम एंड ईव, ये सब कहानी वानी और कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है हमने. एनसीईआरटी पढ़ी है, क्लास में मार्क्स लाए थे, हम सिलेबस पूरा किया करते थे, होमवर्क करते थे. सो इन द स्कूल वी यूज्ड टू कंप्लीट आवर सिलेबस, डू द होमवर्क, दैट्स इट. द वर्ड ऑफ नोआज आर्क, एक बड़ी सी नाव बनाई गई. देयर वाज अ ह्यूज फ्लड एंड ऑल स्पीशीज टू क्रीचर्स केप्ट ऑन दैट, एंड इन दैट एवरीथिंग वाज देयर. तो ये कहां लिखा है? बाइबल में. फ्लड के बाद ओरिजिन. ठीक है. So they said no, but like there are these two scholars, they have talked about that earth is spherical. And there are maps to earth. So spherical की story बताता हूँ. Around the 4th century AD or BC, sorry, a famous scholar, Plato, 3rd and 4th centuries, lived. He got an amazing student. His student was Aristotle. Get that? Plato and Aristotle. Who were these? Were these geographers? No, they were not geographers. Who were these then? These people were philosophers. First of all, what were they? Philosophers. ये लोग क्या करेंगे? Geography पढ़ाएंगे? Will they be teaching us geography? No, they've got nothing to do with geography. They will be telling us ways of reason and logic. Philosopher क्या करते हैं? They tell us logic about things, no? So Plato championed deductive logic. Aristotle championed inductive logic. ये आपने कभी नहीं सुना है? सुना है तो आज फिर बता देते हैं. डिडक्टिव इंडक्टिव ये पता होना चाहिए. दिस इज अ न्यू टर्म, टेक्निकल टर्म. गेट दैट? डिडक्टिव. In deductive, I have a belief in a general statement. On that basis, I propose some event. Get that? So I have a belief, say for example, about some people with some caste, some religion, or skin color. True. And I'll say, see, it ऐसे ही होता है. It will not be true most of the times. True or not? It will not be true. But my belief is there. So what is happening? I already have a generalization in mind. And based on that, I am giving a specific forecast. Okay? So I'm saying these Pakistanis are not reliable as an individual. इधर ये मेरा व्यू है. अगर ऐसा कोई गलत मेरा व्यू है, if I have such a view that Pakistanis are not reliable, if I have such an erroneous view, then moment I meet a Pakistani, what will I say? Ah, non-reliable guy has come. True or not? Now I start working with him. I find so many people in my project cheated me, left me, but he always stood. He was in the most difficult times always with me. Yes or no? So has my proposition gone wrong or not? Deductive logic is you already have a general law in your mind. ठीक है. कई बार मुझे लगता है कि like when the people ask the government that this is the problem, that is the problem, what do you want to do, they have a general law in mind. ये तो कांग्रेस ने किया. True or not? Deductive logic. Yes. Inductive logic is first you have empirical observation. मैंने पहले भी बताया था empirical की बात की. Empirical observation is there. So I'm working with a Pakistani, 1 Pakistani, 2 Pakistani, 3 Pakistani, 4 Pakistani, 10 Pakistanis. Yes. And I find them as reliable people. Get it? So I come to the conclusion that these are reliable people. This is a generalization based on observation. True. So tomorrow somebody challenges me. I say, hello, don't tell me. I have 10 samples already. Do you agree or not? Here we don't have samples. Samples we will collect later. So this logic, where we first collect the observations and then arrive at a conclusion, this is called specific or particular to general. This is called which logic? Inductive logic. Do we get that? The experiments you conducted in your school, in the physics lab, in the chemistry lab, in the biology lab, those were inductive. वो specimen काट के देखा, अच्छा इधर है, this is what is happening. Yes or no? This is what we were talking about. That is inductive. And then you came to a law. Can I say apple falling on the head of Newton? 1 apple, 2 apple, 10 apples. Whatever is falling, earth is pulling towards itself. There must be a force. That is inductive. True or not? What is deductive? Already I have a law in my mind. Yes. And then I'm making some guesses. That is deductive. So Plato one day came to the class, to his academy, and said, Earth, which was believed to be circular. Remember circular disc? He said, Earth is spherical, not circular. What did Plato do? He proposed it. Did he have any evidence? No, he did not have any evidence. Then how come he can propose it? If he did not have an evidence, how come he proposed it? So he had a logic. What was the logic? Logic was symmetry. So what is that logic? He says God has created Earth, and the creator God likes symmetry because everything is symmetrical. So why would God make Earth asymmetrical? So सब लोग सोच रहे हैं, everybody is thinking. So you are wondering that this is everyone. Let me tell you one thing. You are reading Hindu newspaper or newspaper monthly current affairs. Yes or no? Why? Newspaper and monthly current affairs. Because based on these observations, you are expecting some question to come. Which logic? Inductive logic. I've read so many. एक question आ जाएगा. Inductive. Yes. What is deductive logic? UPSC asks 1/3 paper of UPSC generally comes from geography and environment. बाकी सब छोड़ो. Geography, environment करके जाओ 1/3. That's deductive logic. Is it correct? To a large extent, it has been seen that the geography and environment component ranges from 25 or on the lower side 22 to 30% आ जाता है. आता है नहीं आता है? When you took geography as an optional, I'm sure you did some analysis there also. Because of environment and all that. That is why we have 25 classes in GS for environment. We're talking about that. That is deductive logic. But will it come? Not necessarily. Deductive logic, मेरा मन कहता है ऐसा. तो इनका मन ने क्या कहा कि और इसमें लॉजिक क्या है? Why this thing? Remember the deduction is because Indian Forest Service is also being tested through this examination, so the environment component is higher. Everyone with me on this? ये भी समझ आ रहा है? Aristotle on the other hand is absolutely correct with what his teacher has said, but he was not the one who proposed it. He was the one who proved it. He found the evidence why Earth is spherical. He saw the shadow of Earth. Remember? Shadow during the eclipse. The ship on horizon. Ship as it goes on the horizon. If Earth was flat, it will vanish immediately, but the ship generally gradually goes down. Yes or no? And even the altitude of pole star. I think ये GC log में दिया हुआ है. Sphericity वाला. So मैंने फिर भी repeat कर दिया. Do we understand? So if somebody asks you that explain the dichotomy between deductive and inductive logic, can you do that? Is everyone okay? Can you do the dichotomy between deductive and inductive logic? Do you have content? इसलिए करवा रहा हूँ. Foundation भी है, question is also there. True. अच्छा, is this dichotomy in geography or is it possible that this can be at some other subject also? If so, which subject? One says science. Can this come in other subjects also? And if so, which subject? That is my question. some other subject like philosophy. So I want to tell you everyone. This is a special kind of dichotomy or dualism. This is a methodological dualism. ये approach से related है. किससे? Approach से. How to study something. I can study it deductively. I can study it inductively. ये तो all disciplines पे apply होगा. There is a dichotomy which is called subject matter dichotomy. Physical geography versus human geography. That is specific only to geography. ये तो method है, सब जगह हो सकता है, deductive, inductive. Yes or no? Pure science, sociology. Sociology wants to know about the society in India. Deductive भी करो, inductive भी करो. Come on here. That is what I am saying. Students don't know this और उसके बाद उनको रटवा दिया जाता है. Simple सी चीज है. दो तरह की dichotomy होती है. One is subject matter dichotomy. Other is what? Method dichotomy. There can be multiple ways to reach a goal, no? Multiple ways. So when it is methodological dichotomy, those methods can be used by other subjects also. True. But when it is subject matter dichotomy, suppose I say physical geography versus human geography. Do we get that? Modern geography versus ancient geography. ये क्या है? Subject matter dichotomy. Do you get that? So many people in the class giving wrong answer. गड़बड़ हो जाता है. Is everyone okay? Logic वाली तो ये सब पे apply हो सकती है. Deductive logic, inductive logic, and what are these? These are logic ways of looking at things. True. Perfect. अब हम कहाँ पर आ गए? We were here. So चर्च क्या कर रहा है? चर्च ने कहा inductive. ये सब कहाँ से आया? Spherical and map. Inductive, no? 14th century they have collected everything. So church ने कहा there is only one map which is given in the Bible. World map is this. Earth is disc shaped. Earth is disc shaped. These three are land masses. It is looking like a O and a T. T in a O. Can you see that? O में T. Orbis terrarum map. Orbis terrarum map. This is Asia. Get that? This is Europa. And this is Libya. That's it. People said, but generally Asia is in the east, Europe is in the north. They said nonsense. Whatever, wherever Jerusalem is there, Jerusalem will always be on top. This is the map. Can you see the map is not keeping north up? आपने देखा कई बार मैप पे लिखा रहता है ऐसा, साइड में ये बना होगा, नीचे लिखा होता है north up. Can I say this map is west up? Oh, sorry, east up. True or not? They have turned it around. Do we agree? So people questioned. People said, no. आपको नहीं पता है? We have found out so many things. They said, what have you found out? They said the entire Greek world. They really worked on it. Homer, Hecataeus, Herodotus, Eratosthenes is the father of geography. Hipparchus, he made latitude, longitudes also. You don't know, these people had massive descriptions, cartography, geodesy. In fact, they have a book, 17 volumes, encyclopedia. The kings were using it. Yes. They said, अच्छा, maybe दिखाओ. So it was taken to the church. Moment all those books reached, they said, आग लगा दो. Burn them alive. The books, not those scholars. True. So you heard, like so many times they tell us, Aurangzeb used to burn the books. Bible used to burn the books. Hitler used to burn the books. Not Bible. Orthodox Christianity. Orthodox. When Christianity became orthodox, it started burning. Any religion when it turns orthodox, stagnation भी होगा, danger भी होगा, damage भी होगा. Do we get that? All that information. So एक बात बताओ. Your subscription is ending in an academy. Your subscription is ending in an academy, and somebody comes and तुम्हारे study room में चोरी करके सब कुछ ले जाता है. Takes away everything that you have collected. The subscription has also ended. All the handouts, material, and whatever notes are there. Somebody comes and steals that. How will you feel? Well, if I were you, I would feel relieved. I would say thank you. Picha chuta. That is one way of being. Other is मैं लुट गया, मैं बर्बाद हो गया. Whichever way you want to see it. Yes, you might be very sad. Oh my God, my preparation and everything. 1400 years of work totally erased. Totally erased. Would we call it? Yes, would you call it dark ages or not? They said anything outside the Bible, anything which does not conform to the Bible, वो सब फेंकना है. So approval किसका होगा? Only Bible का होगा. This is called Orthodox Christian times of Europe. So what happened to Europe? Europe declines. So this is the end of this thing. The ancient कहाँ पे end हो गए? Ptolemy पे end हो गए. Remember Ptolemy ने दुनिया का world map बना के रखा है यार. We can go to the next level. We can go to the next level. Imagine if all life is wiped out of this planet. All the scientific developments till now, everything go or not. New people come, new civilization. They'll have to start from the scratch. Like we started from scratch. No, sir, aliens can come. Well, aliens could have come before the caveman also. They never came. I had to caveman ही था ना. Remember in savannas. All these years we have learned a lot. True. Perfect. Now let us go to the medieval one. Renaissance would happen. तो Renaissance भी देखते हैं. Quickly have a look at these questions. ये तो हमने कर लिया था. Contemporary paradigm, multi-paradigmatic. Think about which of the questions can you deal with at least. Quickly. Hi everyone. I need to attend to a call. There's an urgent call. Can we have a 5 minute break on this? Sorry for this distraction. Some technical support needed with my internet. So 5 minutes break. Back. I hope I'm visible. Everyone, sorry for the interruption in between. Yes. So we're talking about this phase, the dark phases. It is around this time. We find the rise of Islam in the medieval ages. So Europe has come to a halt. Is everyone with me on this? Europe has come down. Dark ages, stagnancy there. And what do we have? We have the medieval ages coming in. Rise of Islam. Is everyone okay with this? So in this we find that when we are talking about Islam, this is Africa. It is here that we find that most people are animistic. Animistic कौन होता है? Animistic, what is animistic? Animistic are not nomads. किसी में भी nature worshipper. Anything, any worship, anything, totemism. Have you heard of totemism? Totems, किसी भी चीज. Seeing life in non-living, so there were many people with different faiths and different beliefs, yes, and they were ruled by the kings and whatever there. Shantanu says animistic spiritual beings. I don't know कहाँ से उठा के लाया Shantanu, but आपको मैंने बता दिया. कुछ भी nature worshipper, nature के एक stone को worship करने लगे, snake को worship करने लगे. Indians have like been worshipping almost all nature things, be plants and animals. Okay? And in that also we have some superior people, some inferior people. We had the Varna system in India and all those things. So here comes Islam. Prophet Muhammad preaches a new faith called Islam, which says everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. And when he's spreading this message to all, people are liking this idea, and they are taking this idea and accepting it. So the rulers of that land, the Persian land, they did not like it, they objected, whatever, but the religion had a mass appeal, and it said everyone is equal and there is one God, Allah, and it started spreading. And its branches entered India also, and Southeast Asia also. It entered Europe also. And here, remember, the seat of Roman Catholic Church. Do we get that? So we have the Roman Catholic Church also. And will the Roman Catholic Church be threatened by this or not? The rise of a religion. True? Will it be threatened or not? So it was seriously threatened. But Islam की इतनी अपील थी कि Islam entire Saharan Africa, even this Iberian Peninsula went under the influence of Islam. और यहाँ तक West Asia तो था ही, India में भी we see from Kashmir, you've seen the first Islam moves in. Do we get that? तो ये story है Islam की. Islam is very progressive at that time. Get that? It is about spreading the message of equality and like too many gods and all those things. ये सब को छोड़ो, एक ही भगवान है, एक ही अल्लाह है, and follow on that. In fact, animistic totemism, किसी भी तरह की बुत परस्ती नहीं होगी. We would not be worshipping any idol. No idol worship. ठीक है? So that is happening in Islam. True. अब रही बात इंडिया की, तो India remains India with its own cultures. China with its own diversity. India and China, no problem. वो अपने काम में लगे. But either there is a problem. A fight between two religions is about to happen. The Catholic Church and we are talking about the Islamic world. ठीक है? सौरभ बोल रहा है कहाँ पर? सौरभ यहाँ से तो मैंने बोला ना एक रूट तो चल ही रहा है, सेंट्रल एशिया तक भी जाएगा, सब जगह जाएगा. So it is going. तो इस्लाम तो जाएगा. Islam में there was a saying, Prophet Muhammad said that Islamic, when we are talking about, the first thing when we are talking about Islam is that was a religion which had a lot of traders in it, Islamic traders. So he said if needed, go to China. China was considered the end of the world at that time. Remember that map, China and Taprabin. तो सब जगह पर जहाँ जा सकते हैं पहले. And I want to tell you, there are two types of religion. मैंने पहले भी बताया, universalizing religion and ethnic religion. Universalizing religion believe in the spread of their religion. They want everyone to be there. और ये कहाँ पर है? ये अपने region में ही रहता है. So Hinduism is the largest ethnic religion in the world. Our constitution does not say कि जाके spread करें. But when we are talking about Christianity and Islam, the tenets of the religion say spread and prosper. तो वो spread करेंगे. Get that? अब दोनों में clash होती है. Who will win? Tell me who will win? Roman Catholic or the Arabs? This is the medieval ages. What is happening? Medieval ages. So whosoever is liberal, whosoever gives value to knowledge will win. Who is moving will win. Whosoever is liberal, whosoever is having knowledge will win. So Roman Catholics कैसे जीत सकते हैं? ये तो Dark Ages में है भाई. Dark Ages, there is no innovation, there is nothing, they have no clue. अब क्या करें? इनके जीतना बहुत मुश्किल है भाई. For them, winning is going to be very, very difficult. Yes or no? So who won? Very clearly the Arab world. Very clearly the Arab world won. Get that? The Arabs had an upper hand. Arab world kept on spreading. In fact, Baghdad में, I want to tell you, Prophet Muhammad died. Prophet Muhammad is said to have brought the message of Allah. तो कुरान में लिखा हुआ है. तो प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने वो बताया सबको, ही इज प्रीचिंग दैट। नाउ आफ्टर प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद उनके बाद कौन आते हैं? 4 कैलिफ्स, खलीफा कहा जाता है, 4 कैलिफ्स के, ठीक है? सो रिलीजन में चल रहा है। देन कम्स द 4 कैलिफ्स। उनमें एक कैलिफ है कैलिफ हारून अल रशीद। उन्होंने बगदाद में एक एकेडमी खोली, बैतुल हिकमा। बैतुल हिकमा, व्हाट इज बैतुल हिकमा? एन एकेडमी वेयर इन बगदाद। वेयर इज बगदाद? बगदाद इज इन इराक। हाउ इज अ सिटी लाइक बगदाद? बगदाद बर्बाद हो चुकी है, उसको सब तालिबान ने उड़ा दिया। इट्स अ हिस्टोरिकल सिटी, आई एम सेइंग इट्स अ वेरी वेरी बिग cultural city, historical city, and I would say heritage city, but everything bombed. Baitul Hikmah is an academy in that, and there they initiated the Great Translation work. What is the Great Translation project? What was it? All knowledge in the world, get that to Baitul Hikmah and translate it into Arabic. Translate it into, तो ये चवानके को नहीं पता है कि अरबिक और उर्दू अलग होता है, ठीक है? अरबिक में करने को कहा था, चवानके होते तो उसको बताया उर्दू में कैसे लिख दिया? यस, सो पीपल हू डोंट नो चवानके, अच्छी बात है, जहर नहीं देखना चाहिए। डू वी गेट दैट? So this was the great project. This was the great translation project. India से भी scholars मंगाए गए, बुलाए गए, and they were asked to translate. So India से गया था सूर्य सिद्धांत was a book. सूर्य सिद्धांत astronomic book. Yes or no? सूर्य सिद्धांत was there, taken there, translated, and you know how were they paid? They were paid in gold. Number of pages you translate, you get equivalent gold. Big thing or not? So now tell me, people who are progressive, people who are into trading, people who are told go as far as possible, take as many जो भी risk लेना ले, और सब बराबर है. Will they spread or not? So Islam started spreading, and at an alarming rate. The way people accepted Islam really went, as a very very strong, like shock to the Catholic world. Now the Roman Catholic world could see its influence going down. Remember or not? So जब religion की influence नीचे जाती है, political party की influence नीचे जाती है, do they feel bad or not? So what would they want to do? क्या करना चाहिए? कहीं ना कहीं से मैसेज स्प्रेड करवाना चाहिए, खतरा है, yes or no? तो खतरा है, तो then they started spreading message in the Christian world, खतरा है। तो खतरे के लिए क्या करना है? खतरे के लिए क्या करना है? तो खतरे के लिए वही करो, उनके घर जाकर शोर मचाओ और लड़ाई करो। Where is it? Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the holy land. Jerusalem is the holy land. वहां जाके प्रोसेशन करेंगे, प्रोसेशन करेंगे, अपना पूरा का पूरा वहीं पर जाकर खूब हो हल्ला करेंगे और खूब लड़ाई करेंगे। These are called the religious wars, the crusades. The Christians sent waves after waves of crusaders to Jerusalem in the Arab world, and the Arab world also retaliated, and these holy wars were called jihads. So jihad was a holy war to protect your faith. Do we get that? तो ये जिहाद हुआ, बाकी आपको पता है वो कौन है, वो जी टीवी वाला टाइप्स ऑफ जिहाद पढ़ाता है वो। यस, तो सच अमेजिंग एंकर्स वी हैव, सच अमेजिंग मीडिया वी हैव, वो टाइप्स ऑफ जिहाद सिखाता है किस किस तरह से हो सकता है। सो एनीवेज, आई होप यू गेट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ द वर्ड जिहाद। यस, सो क्रूसेड्स वर्सेस जिहाद, इन लोगों का चलता रहा, बट द प्रॉब्लम वाज दैट रोमन कैथोलिक वर्ल्ड कैन नॉट विन, क्रिश्चियनिटी कैन नॉट विन until unless you remove this dark age idea. Is everyone okay? So Christianity was trying, but nothing was happening, and finally what did the Arab world do? Arab world ने एक बहुत सही काम किया। Arab world ने कहा no entry. What did the Arab world do? No entry. No entry means that anyone who is not a Muslim will not enter the Arab lands. Is everyone okay? Not a Muslim, you cannot enter the Arab lands. That is understandable that the Catholics were not allowed, but the Indians wanted to go. Remember Silk Route? They said not allowed. Chinese wanted to go. They said not allowed. Big problem. And are they obstructing things? Yes, Central Asia में भी इस्लाम जा चुका है। Are they obstructing things? They said नहीं, कुछ नहीं होगा, अब हम allow नहीं करेंगे। Again, can I say rigidity coming in? Whenever rigidity comes, then that's a problem. Now, the Roman Catholic world has to find out a solution. To this problem. Do we get that? Is everyone okay? Medieval ages में, it is the Arabs who did amazing work. So medieval ages में, ancient में who were there? The Greeks and Roman. Medieval ages who are there? Arabs. What are they doing? They are exploring the tropical world. Yes or no? They are exploring the tropical world. So when they were exploring the tropical world, have you heard of Al-Biruni? Al-Biruni, yes, came to India, wrote that book Kitab al-Hind. सुना? Al-Biruni, Al-Masudi, Ibn Sina. अफ्रीका से किसी ने लिखा इब्न बतूता, अफ्रीका से आए थे इब्न बतूता। आई वुड नॉट कॉल हिम कि इंडिया में आए, ही वाज अ ट्रैवलर, तो उन्होंने बहुत कुछ ट्रैवल किया। इब्न सीना टॉक्स अबाउट वेदरिंग राउंडेड स्टोन्स, वेदरिंग एंड rounded stones. How are stones rounded by the river? Geography or not? Al-Biruni, remember Mausim, monsoon, the word mausim comes monsoon. They classified world climates, classified world into climatic regions. Climatic regions. World into 7 kishwords. What are kishwords? Climatic regions. Can we see geography in this? Everyone, can we see geography in this? I'm just looking at many things which they were also doing, they were also observing. So we can look at that. Achha, I told you in climatology that I will teach you Poppins classification later. So Poppins classification se pehle koi classification hai? If I, people ask me how can we use, perspective in other physical geography, aise use ho sakta hai. And I'm talking about Poppin. Kishwords. Kishwords are natural climatic regions. Regions ko kishwords kaha jata hai. In their language, mausim for monsoon, seasonal reversal of wind. Kishwords is this. Is everyone okay? Ibn Sina, weathering and rounding stones. Everyone with me on this? Any questions? Perfect. So medieval world चल रहा है, knowledge is what we are looking at, but the problem has happened. अच्छा ये बताइए कोई paradigm है इधर? Any paradigm? Any paradigm here? No, again exploration. Exploration of what? Land and oceans. And they were also telling us the phenomena. In fact, you heard of Egyptians? Egyptians did a lot of work in astronomy. Celestial astronomy. Yes, सूर्य सिद्धांत से आपने देखा सन डायल से टाइम पता करते थे हम, सन डायल, time and other things. Heard of that? So this is what is going on. So I'm saying no paradigm. Again no paradigm. Again no paradigm. And here also no paradigm. आपस में लड़ाई कर रहे, that's a different story. Now the Roman Catholic world decides to find out ways. They also decide to turn liberal. They said, okay, a lot of nonsense has happened. Now we will not do that. Let's turn back liberal. और इन लोगों ने क्या किया? They decided to find out ways to reach these lands by finding a route around Africa and then coming. Yes or no? And yesterday I told you, one of the example of revolution is Columbus. Columbus came here, and instead of going to east, he went west to look for India. Yes. Columbus को आइडिया कैसे आया कि यार इंडिया उधर होगा? वैसे तो सभी लोग इधर से जा रहे थे. Columbus को आइडिया कैसे आया? ऐसे गेस आया या something? Anything that led him to think that way? Spherical earth? ना, spherical कुछ नहीं था. उसके तो होश उड़े हुए थे. In fact, he thought that people have sold spherical. So when you read Columbus, he was always afraid that I am going westward. I might come to the edge of the world and fall down. तो कहीं पे लिखा था spherical. सर ऐसे एक्सप्लोर कर रहा था. सुनो यश, ये जान को खतरा था इसमें. Nobody knew the routes. There was no chance of coming back. Even sponsor भी नहीं मिलता था. Nobody was giving you the money for that. Only the kings used to give money for this. Do you get that? इस सब के लिए पैसा king दिया करता था. And when the king was told, given the proposal that I want to go west, king said, पैसा भी वापस करो, इसको बाहर निकालो, throw him out. This is a fool. He wants to go west. Okay, thankfully, the queen took interest in the boy, young boy. फिर मैडम का दिल आ गया तो मैडम ने अलाउ कर दिया. True. He was doing it because he had this. उसके पास एक टोलमी की बुक और ये मैप कहीं से आ गया था. And the map said, Ptolemy's map said, अगर आप वेस्ट जाएंगे तो वो शॉर्टकट है. And I want to tell you, you might be very happy with Ptolemy's map. This map is considered as a very big celestial blunder. It was a book of errors. All the entries, latitude, longitude, were wrong. So this is an absolute mistake. Just by mistake, वो बेचारा जा रहा था terra incognita ढूंढने, and he ended up finding North America. North America तो नहीं मिला उसको, क्यूबा में रुक गया था. Is everyone okay? तो इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Age of exploration. Everyone with me? So what are the phases? Can I say 3 phases? Ancient, second medieval or the Arab phase, and third is what? Age of exploration, 15th and 16th century AD. All this, did we have any paradigm? No paradigm, no solution set. We were just, knowledge and awareness was limited, and we were gathering all that information. And our big problem was, as more and more information was coming, initially there was someone, amazing person, Strabo, at least he took the pain of compiling all the information, yes or no? So we needed people who could compile things. So we needed compilers. Is everyone with me on this? What important था कि we needed compilers, we needed people who can compile things. Everyone with me on this? If you have a question, please ask. So non-paradigmatic phase, is everyone okay with that? Now I am coming to the 16th century and 17th century classical में आने वाला. 3 period okay, ancient okay, medieval okay. Now I want to come to the classical period. Is everyone with me up to this point? Anyway, what is classical? Let us understand this also. '15th and 16th century, age of exploration. New world explored. What is new world? North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Okay, this is the new world. This was not known to the world before the age of exploration. Is everyone with me on this? Are we clear? North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. This is the age of exploration. Now, with this came a flood of information about what? About the physical geography of these areas: lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, new rivers, new type of new species of animals and plants. Yes or no? Atmospheric phenomena and lands, different or not? A lot of information will come. And human also. So, what is human geography? The tribes living over here, the cultures living over here, the traditions over here. True or not? In fact, I also want to tell you, because of age of exploration, new discoveries, science also developed. And the most developed science here was cartography and map making. Can I say the world map was being made? Actual world map we were able to make it. So cartography में बहुत सारे advances आएंगे या नहीं आएंगे? So cartography witnessed a lot of advances. Everything was happening. Yes. Manish is saying scientific revolution came into being. मुझे नहीं पता scientific revolution क्या होता है. Science अभी develop नहीं है 15 to 16th century में बहुत ज़्यादा develop नहीं. But yes, we see the rise of Galileo, Kepler, Copernicus, and इन सब के बाद सबके पापा Newton. Do we get that? So Galileo and Kepler, if you remember, we have the planetary laws. Copernicus, कल मैंने बोला था paradigm shift. Remember? Finally, he established what? Heliocentricity. So these things are happening. World maps are corrected. Everything. So new discoveries are happening. Science has a new method. What? Observe. First observe, then make hypothesis, then test it so that you get a theory. If your testing goes wrong, revise your hypothesis. Does everyone know about this or not? Clear? तो साइंस ऐसे करना चाहिए. अब हम ढूंढते हैं where is geographer in all this? Where is geographer? Who is doing this? These are navigators. Who are these people who are doing this physical studies of nature? These are naturalists. One I can tell you was Darwin. If you remember, Darwin went on HMS Beagle. मैंने आपको Beagle expedition बताया था in oceanography and Challenger expedition. Beagle, Challenger ऐसा बताया था ना? So scientists are going on the ships now. Navigators are going on the ships. Yes. Scientists are making laws also. And inductive laws or deductive laws? Everyone. Inductive or deductive? Now inductive because they have observations. Now is the time of test of a geographer. What did the geographer choose as his or her role at this time? So geographer ने क्या choose किया? Anyone? What did the geography choose? So what is there to choose? One is go with the science. Second is don't go with the science. Be what you have always been. So what have you always been? Well, you be geocentric, you be deterministic, you be physical geography, you be description. जल्दी से बताओ. Geographer has to choose. He can go with the modern science. Number one. Second is he can continue to be geocentric. He can continue to be deterministic, talking only about nature. He can continue to focus on physical geography and describing, no analysis. Second is you can analyze, you can observe first, then make laws. So what did the geographer choose? This is the question. What did the geographer choose? Scientific job, sir. It is science has developed, so geographer should become science. Perfect. Observe and analyze. पहले ऐसा था. Yes, sir. So now the geographer has a choice between describing the known world. Write thick books of information overload and limited analysis. Choose embrace scientific method, observe, create hypothesis to formulate theories and laws, simplify, classify a lot of information into meaningful categories and find जनरलाइजेशन. जहां भी हो लॉ बनाइए ना, जनरलाइजेशन, बहुत सारी चीजें. फाइंड द ट्रेंड्स. सो ज्योग्राफर ने क्या चूज किया, ए और बी. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 16th century. So the answer is sadly and very very sadly geographer chose A. इसे हमसे ना होगा ये सब. Geographers decided to continue to write books of information. These books were called chorologies. What is choro? Space. Logy is study, description of space. और जैसे स्ट्रैबो ने लिखा था, रिमेंबर स्ट्रैबो हैज रिटन. ऐसे ही अब जर्मनी का एक और है, सेबेस्टियन म्यून्स्टर. ही रोट, और इनफैक्ट ही इज कॉल्ड द जर्मन स्ट्रैबो. इन्होंने सारी बुक्स को कंपाइल करके अपनी कोरोलॉजी, और इसको कभी कभी हम एक और भी चीज कहते हैं, उनको एक और भी नाम दिया जाता है, कॉस्मोग्राफी, राइटिंग अबाउट एवरीथिंग अबाउट द कॉस्मोस. So geographer decided to chose to be a cosmographer and rejected being a scientific discipline. Is everyone okay? So much so, Sebastian Münster at times did not even include many of the scientific findings. और उन पे फोकस भी नहीं दिया. Heliocentricity and all इसे पुराना है, पुराना कंटिन्यू करते हैं. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? 17th century, 16th century तक geography had no paradigm at all. No paradigm at all. तो geography को क्या नाम दिया गया? We were called the Cape and Bay geography. Remember, we were Cape and Bay geography. आप स्कूल में भी तो ये कर रहे थे. In your school days, how do you relate to geography? Which is the longest river? Where is Cape Comorin? Which one is the biggest bay in the world? Yes or no? So the first approach carried over from ancient medieval classical period exploration was till almost to the 19th century. The collection and classification of information about unknown parts of Earth, undertaken by explorers and navigators, and was sponsored by geographical societies. Information gained was used to enhance cartographic knowledge. And the world map was complete. The world का map हमने बनाया. The aim was encyclopedia. Imagine you wanted to be an encyclopedic collection. Encyclopedic trends were collection, collation, and dissemination of data. So we wanted to be Wikipedia. So geographers wanted to be Wikipedia. Imagine what great role they had. G.T. Chisholm in his book, Handbook of Commercial Geography and Gazetteer of the World, these contents comprise statistics. So world के statistics बता रहे हैं. आज भी तो आप लोग डेटा ढूंढ रहे हो. Even in 19th century, imagine somebody is writing Handbook of Commercial Geography. Focus क्या है? All factual knowledge. They just wanted to collect more and more factual knowledge. The importance of exploration within geography declined, and उसके बाद वो exploration भी खत्म हो गया. So do you find the geographer's work inspiring or time pass? This is the non-paradigmatic phase. Is everyone okay with that? Non-paradigmatic phase. True. So everyone, we used to have something called as pager before mobile phone came, and now we have smartphones within the. So mobile phone कौन सा आता था? Nokia. Yes, Nokia phone. और पेजर है, बहुत सारी कंपनीज के थे, मोटोरोला, इसमें आप सिर्फ मैसेज भेज सकते थे, एंड उसके भी पैसे लगते थे. मोर देन अ कॉल. पेजर के पेज भेजने के मैसेज लगते थे, वो पैसा लगता था. यस. व्हाट हैपेंड टू द पेजर? एवरीवन लॉस्ट. व्हाई? मोबाइल वाज मोर कन्वीनियंट, एंड मोबाइल से भी और आगे स्मार्टफोन. ट्रू और नॉट? अदर इज स्नेल मेल, पोस्टल वाली जो मेल होती है, ईमेल, yes, voice and data chat. Tell me, how many people never written a चिट्ठी? Never written and mailed a चिट्ठी? Never written and sent stamp लगा के चिट्ठी नहीं भेजी? How many people? Never. ऐसे लेटर लिखा, एनवेलप में बंद किया, ऐसे करके किसी ने नहीं भेजा. Nobody ever. True. And I want to tell you, it used to be such a beautiful experience of receiving a letter after a long time. Somebody sending you a letter and you looking at that. And remember 1970s में क्या होता था? Rajesh Khanna became a superstar only because he was Dakiya Daklaya. Postman was the national hero. Yes or no? True or not? And So when I wrote my first letter to my parents, I'm very informal with my parents, mama, papa. So how do I write a letter? Respected mother and father, respected mama and papa. Remember school when they teach you like that? कि कैसे शुरू करना, formal letter, informal letter. So how would you do that? But then you'll get your letters to friends, and when you send it to friends, and I also want to tell you, like you send letters to 20 friends, 3 ही friends चिट्ठी वापस भेजेंगे, सब लिखते नहीं. But still, like they would always treasure those letters. अब वो जमाना चला गया. अब तो न्यूज चैनल ढूंढ के ले आता है ईमेल में यही ढूंढ रहे थे, कहाँ है नशा, सब ढूंढ कर लाएगा. आशा है आप कुशल होंगे, हाँ ये सब कुछ तो लिखते थे. ये सब बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड क्या लेटर्स लिखेंगे, दोज वर डिफरेंट थिंग्स. यस, उनको क्या लिखना है, हमको क्या लिखना है. एंड आई रिमेंबर देयर वाज दिस फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. So लेटर आते थे तो like when we were talking to each other, they say letter number 6 missing है. I say number 6 मतलब, he said me and my girlfriend, no, we write letters, no, we number them so that we don't miss them. 6 नहीं आया, 7 आ गया मेरे पास. देखो, people would actually wait for the letter, and it was such a feeling. अभी तो वॉइस एंड डेटा है और हम मिल भी नहीं पाते हैं एक्सेप्ट फॉर दैट स्टूपिड व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जिसमें सुप्रभात का मैसेज आता है. सुप्रभात, और उसमें कुछ खतरनाक फैमिली मेंबर, याद रखना खतरा है, भूलना मत. एंड वी वंडरिंग ये क्या बोलूं इनको. So when we see people talking about sir Hindu newspaper पढ़ना पड़ेगा, there was a time early morning the day would not be complete if you not read the newspaper. Yes, people would actually sit in the evening to listen to the news also. अब वो news आती नहीं, that's a different story. Saurabh says I wrote my first letter outside for telephone disconnect to BSNL. चलो किसी को तो लिखा तुमने, वो तो एक एप्लीकेशन ज्यादा हो जाती है, letter is letter. So anyways, those challenges were there, and I'm just saying that things change. तो अब ये बताओ, जमाना चल रहा है इसका और ज्योग्राफी चूज करता है ये, ज्योग्राफी पिटेगा कि नहीं? The world, the times are of voice and data, and geography will lose it. Yes or no? Will geography lose relevance or not? When the world is going towards laws, models, theories, true? When we are looking at cinema, when we are looking at cinema which really appeals to people, which is reflecting the current reality, we find stars of the olden times. Govinda wants to come in a dance video. आज भी गोविंदा बुढ़ापे में डांस करना चाह रहे हैं. Yes or no? तो गोविंदा एकदम आउट हो जाते हैं. True or not? You would see old stars, और कुछ नहीं तो कम से कम जुबा केसरी तो कर रहे हैं, विमल तो खा रहे हैं. गोविंदा कुछ नहीं, गोविंदा डांस कर रहे हैं, वही पुराना डांस, सेम थिंग. True. So geographers became the Govinda of that time. गोविंदा ने बोलना शुरू करना है कि यार कोई मुझे मौका नहीं दे रहा है, there's a lobby and something like that. So soon geographers who were the favorites of whom? Remember मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा, please everyone, these navigations were sponsored by geographical societies. पैसा दिया करते थे navigators, जाओ नई जगह ढूंढ कर लाओ. we will give that information to the kings, to the statesmen, to the policy makers, and they will reward us, they will give us salary. यहाँ पर क्या होता था, सुनो, encyclopedia free होती है, Wikipedia तो free होता है कि नहीं? So we are not interested. So फिर geographer ऐसे छुप के रहने लगा. Geographer was not seen anywhere after that. Do you get that? Life में क्या आ गया? Identity crisis. Why? I don't know who am I. मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं वैसा हूँ, मैं कैसा हूँ. What should I do? True. And when people look at you, who are you, geographer? Oh, loser. You don't do anything. You just collect information and write at one place. That's not even academically intelligent. True or not? Geographer की तो हालत ही खराब है. ठीक है? इधर we come to the classical period. 2 more names दे रहा हूँ. Immanuel Kant की जगह Verenius लिखा है. Bernard Verenius. He saw that geography had a lot of information. Geography had a lot of information. About what? About the whole world. True or not? It is very difficult to study geography. So he said, why can't we categorize all the things that we know in geography? All the information about North America should be written in this row. All the information about South America should be written in this row. All the information about Africa, please combine in this row. All information about Australia, combine in this row. Do we get that? Asia bada hi lagha. He says, what information? What information? Well, information on geomorphology, information on climatology, information on oceanography, information on population, information on resource. Now suddenly those stupid dots, now do they make sense or not? Bernard Verenius ने ये किया. He said, I've read so many cosmographies. What are cosmographies? What are cosmographies? What are cosmographies? Descriptive writing of all known world. What is a cosmography? Encyclopedia, descriptive writing of all known world's geography. That is cosmography. Too many books. You're reading one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. If you can put them in this table, does it make sense? So if you want to find out Asia's geography, geomorphology, can you immediately find out? Some idea about South America, oceans, can you find out from this? Some idea about Africa's climate, can you find from here? True or not? And can you compare Africa's climate with Asia's climate, where more desertification is happening, where more impact of global warming is happening? Possible or not, everyone? Possible? Can I say Bernard Berenius has brought at least method in madness? Geographers wanted to continue the madness of the Capes and Bay geography. Sub information, factual. What this person has done, at least he has clubbed them into tables. Makes sense. In chemistry, who did this? Chemistry में किसने किया? If you are reminded of someone, who did this in chemistry? Mendeleev's periodic table. Remember periodic table? ठीक है, इन्होंने कर दिया. And then he said one amazing thing. Please listen to this. He said, you can read geography like this. If you read geography like this, you will understand all the specialities of North America, all the specialities of South America. True? North America, South America, and Africa. You will learn all specialities of this. So he called, अगर आप geography ऐसे पढ़ते हैं, if you read geography like this is called special geography. Today I will call it regional geography. Make sense? Okay. He said, but you have another way of reading geography. Geomorphology of Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Australia. Climatology of the whole world. Oceans of North America and all that. What is this? Systematic geography or general geography? Have I been teaching you this or not? What was physical geography? यही तो कर रहा था मैं. I'm telling you plate tectonics and I give you examples from the world, North America, South America, जहाँ से कहोगे. I was giving you examples. Yes or no? True? Is everyone with me on this? And in my foundation, remember in my foundation course, I was doing the world map where I took continents. True or not? Chapter 15 to 25 of G.C. Leong, is it regional geography or not? Chapter 1 to 14 of G.C. Leong, is it general geography or not? So ये तो सोचा ही. But think about it. This man smartly classifies, simplifies, and this man gives us two approaches to study geography. Special versus systematic dichotomy. True? हमने देखो यही तो है dichotomy लेकर आया. Make this fellow father of dichotomies, father of dualisms and dichotomies. Does he want to be a father? Poor fellow died at the age of 21 years. 20 साल में मर गया था यार. तुमने उसको father बना रखा. Father of dualism and dichotomy, because he started the dualism of special versus this thing, systematic. And in fact, when you are doing this, जब हम ऐसा करते हैं ना, geomorphology, climatology, this is more towards physical geography, and this is more suitable for human geography, regional geography. किसी ने कहा वो physical human की भी dichotomy है. This man is into dichotomy, and this man brought dichotomies to the discipline of geography. Is everyone with me on this? Are you clear? If any questions, please ask. Classical period. Will geographers at least be happy? Though I told you what is the status of geographer? Depressed identity crisis. बाकी को हिजाब पहने दे नहीं पहनने दे, ये हिजाब पहन के घूमता था, छुप के रहता था. True or not? But here, at least he's happy. When you have so much of books to read, someone has classified it. Yes or no? Makes sense. So when you read